Maple syrup farmers here in Connecticut have been presented with some very unique challenges this season. Tonight, News 8's Josh Scheinblum shows us what they are and how some are responding.
When seasons change, nature lets you know. Deep in the woods of Durham, Connecticut.
Season will probably be over this weekend.
Another sign is a plume of steam.
American Indians started it.
The result of a roaring fire and a man with a bit of a sweet tooth.
Once it starts going, it'll smell really, really sweet in here.
This is Russ Hassman.
It's definitely a labor of love.
An engineer by trade.
I put it into the evaporator and boil it.
Who also happens to run one of the largest maple syrup operations in the county.
It's my second full-time job in February and March.
When Russ first started harvesting sap in 2002, all he had were a few buckets and a dream. His business has gotten a little larger since then.
We've cooked 9,700 gallons of sap already this season.
Typically, the doors of Russ's sugar house would be closed this time of year.
I use a lot of crate wood.
But this is not a typical year.
It's been so cold.
Which consequently has stalled production.
This is the latest that we've ever made syrup. Usually we're over in the middle of March.
But a longer season.
It's continuous.
Doesn't necessarily mean better yields. Just
a little bit more energy to process a gallon of syrup.
Which means more trips to the wood pile.
It takes about 60 gallons of sap to make a gallon of syrup.
But before you feel too bad for Russ, he says this season still holds promise in the days ahead.
We are about where we were last year, which was a great year.
Call it a slow-moving photo finish. Unheard of in the sport of racing. Just part of the business if you produce maple syrup.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, a lot of work.
In Durham, Josh Scheinblum, News 8.